Hey everyone, it's time for another curious movie recommendation with me, your friend, Mr. Ray. Now, this one's a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine, if I'm being honest. You'll probably know why it's a guilty pleasure the moment that I mention the director's name. It was directed by Uwe Boll. Less said about him, the better, probably. The thing that fascinates me about this film, though, is the casting. The casting is completely wild in this high fantasy movie. It came out just after Lord of the Rings, along with the hype, and it was buried. But this is a fantasy film that if it had come out when I was 13 years old, I would have been obsessed with this film. You know, it's a great little fantasy movie, despite it being directed by Uwe Boll. And like I say, the casting is insane. It stars Burt Reynolds as the king. Yeah, as a fantasy Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones type reality. Burt Reynolds is king. Jason Statham is our leading hero. We have Ray Liotta as the evil wizard. We have a completely stellar backing cast of Ron Perlman. He was in the last film I recommended. Lily Sobieski, she's in it. She's an incredible actress as well. Matthew Lillard as the Wicked Prince. Just a wild casting. Matthew Lillard completely chews up the entire set on this movie. He camped it up big time for this. If you're a fan of Matthew Lillard, either as Scooby-Doo or in the Scream movies or wherever you may have discovered Matthew Lillard, if you're a fan of his, this is a movie you need to check out because his performance is amongst the hammiest I've ever seen of his, and it's absolutely brilliant. So if you're into a really good bad movie, this one's a great guilty pleasure of mine. Go watch In the Name of the King. Until next time, everyone, have a great week, stay curious, be your own guru. Bye now.